Okay, that was weird.
So it's still recording?
It stopped recording then, when it shut off. But
Okay, so
it's recording again.
Okay, so
But
repeat the question. I'll repeat what
it
I
was
said.
do you think video games are antisocial?
No, video games are not antisocial. They are quite the opposite. It's just a different type of social. So, for instance, if you go into a park and have a football and be like, "Who wants to play football?" You literally the people will just go there and play, and it'll be social that way in a physical form. Meanwhile, for the most part, video games, especially online video games, there's people going to be sitting in their own homes behind their own computers playing. However, they're usually hooked up to voice chat, or they're they're working in a team game, where you have to work. You're supposed to work as a team to defeat the enemies or protect the castle. So video games are definitely very social, just in a different way that most people think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go back. So, there's a streaming platform called Twitch.tv, which basically lets people play video games and live stream it to people, and then people will watch people playing video games. Now, that may seem very strange. However, most people sit in front of a couch watching people on TV act as different people that they not really are. So if you break it down, it's pretty much the same thing. There's also esports, or electronic sports, which is basically the professional scene in video games. So, for instance, people normally on Sundays sit down with their friends and buds, eat food, and watch people play football. While esports is people come to one place, put it on the stream, and watch people play video games professionally. So it's pretty much the same thing, just a different medium of interaction.
Okay.
So, yeah.
In your time playing video games, have you ever met someone or become friends with someone through video games, whether it be through meeting someone online or, I guess, talking to someone you're at the bar with or something like that?
Yeah, I met literally all of my friends pretty much through video games. Or at least we met, at school and then realized, oh my god, you play this video game too? Oh my god, this is amazing! So, yes, pretty much, the majority of my friends, we have either met through video games, or we have met and then realized we like the same stuff and we play the same games. For instance, I played a game called Smite, made by Hi-Rez Studios, and then later, I actually met someone who worked at Hi-Rez, and then we shared information, and we would play all the time, and I actually got a job at Hi-Rez through this person, pretty much, and my own volition. But my point is, so yes, I have met people either through video games or furthered my friendship with somebody because of video games.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Would you say that video games can help teach you things?
Yes. It can help you learn your limits in something, and then it also can help you learn how to get past your limits and work harder.
How so?
So, for instance, in League of Legends, a MOBA online competitive game that millions of people are watching, there's a ranking system, which you play about 10 matches, and then in ranked, and then it places you in what division basically the game thinks your skill level is at. So, for instance, I did my 10 placement matches this season, and I landed into Silver 5, which is the second lowest tier of the player base. So there's Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, Master, and then Challenger. Just different divisions of skill level, essentially. And so, like, so right now, I'm learning that I don't just belong in Silver 5. It's broken down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you move up. I don't just belong in Silver 5 because I'm climbing the ladder. Since 2 weeks ago, I've gotten into Silver 3, so I've launched myself 2 divisions upward from my skill level from before. And I'm still winning games, which means my skill level is probably higher than what it is right now. So that's what I mean is I learn my limits, and then I learn how to increase my limits, and then I push past my limits and I get better.
Okay. I mean, have you learned any skills or lessons from playing any video games?
I would say yes and no. It's a lesson that I've already learned, and that lesson is just be a decent person. Especially to people on your team that are trying to help you win a game. So, like, the community can be very, what's called toxic, or, like, rude and mean for no reason whatsoever. So, like, if I, like, randomly die, like, I'm gonna get what's called flamed, or, like, people are gonna be like, what the heck are you doing? Why are you doing this? You just cost us the game, blah, 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 right? So, like, I'm just sitting in my chair like, I made a mistake. I know I made a mistake. But that added on, like, verbiage of, oh my god, you made a mistake, you're the worst person in the world while you're playing this game, blah, 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 with all that stuff, made me realize, like, if I just be a decent person and not say anything when somebody makes a mistake, then we more often win the game, and it just makes me a better person rather than that person who's going to stoop down to be the trash talker of the group. I mean, it's taught me, like, teamwork. Video games have taught me, like, teamwork. Similar as any sport, you know. Like, it... But that's really only in, like, multiplayer games, I guess. I haven't played many single-player games. So, like, I guess the story in those could teach you a lesson or something. Or you would take out something, you know, not normally, but, yeah.
Okay. So, in all your time playing video games, you've seen a lot of people play it. From what you've seen, would you say that video games are only for children?
No. The majority of video game players are like 30 plus. 30 to 40-year-old people are playing video games. No, yeah, many video games get an M rating, which is basically which is the equivalent of getting an R rating at the movie theater. Yeah, you're supposed to be 17 and up to play it and buy it, but mostly people don't care about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.